56th teaching class. Who is God? Earth is a spiritual training school sanctioned by the Galactic Council and administered by the Golden Ones, who are co-creator gods. All souls come to Earth to train to be co-creator gods. During the creation process, God's characteristics are embedded in the soul's light body. These soul's God-embedded raw characteristics are activated when the soul initially comes to Earth's spiritual training school. Hi, I am Tim Doyle, a student of the Golden Ones. The Golden Ones are the co-creator gods and administrators of this Earth spiritual training school. Our solar system is one of many hundreds of billion solar systems located in the Milky Way galaxy. Each solar system has many planets within the Milky Way galaxy, which means there are possibly trillions of planets within the Milky Way galaxy alone. Now it has been confirmed that there are over 200 billion galaxies in our universe, with each galaxy having a possibility of over 1 trillion planets within each galaxy. Within our own Milky Way galaxy, our planet Earth is one of a possible 200 trillion planets. Our Earth is a spiritual training school for developing co-creator gods to assist in the administration of these solar systems, just like the Golden Ones are assigned to be the administrators of this Earth spiritual training school. Like all training schools on Earth, such as the military training school, police academy training schools, FBI academy training schools, and various academic and religious training facilities, there is a security force to prevent just anyone from entering these training facilities. The same for this spiritual training school. This training school is orchestrated by the Galactic Council and is represented by various spiritual leaders from different solar systems within the Milky Way galaxy. The security of this spiritual training school is conducted by the Ashtar Command, a Universal Space Force program to prevent any interference from outside aliens from penetrating this Earth spiritual training school without a designated purpose to enhance the spiritual development of all souls within this spiritual training school. Within this spiritual training school, each soul has free will in developing the God characteristics embedded within the soul at the time of their creation. These God characteristics are in their raw emotional form and must be transitioned from human emotions into God feelings through the soul's various carnations and life experiences, learning wisdom through many different roles and genders. There are many purposely planned training obstacles in the spiritual training school. The primary obstacle is Archangel Lucifer, whose spiritual purpose is to ensure any soul ascending through the spiritual training school has overcome all temptations of the human raw emotions embedded in the light body of the soul. Archangel Lucifer will develop an army of inexperienced souls who are in training by tempting these souls with fame, power, money, fulfilling their sensual fantasies only if they pledge their allegiance in service to Archangel Lucifer by selling their souls and performing religious sacrifices for his glory. Archangel Lucifer's army will use fear tactics, abusiveness, corruption, and maintaining their power within their roles as political and governmental officials, corporate executives in various industries, and self-proclaimed religious leaders. Each soul is connected to the universal mind. Universal mind is located as a frequency within the mind of each soul. Universal mind guides the soul in workings of universal laws which determines the life experiences of each soul. It is the responsibility of the soul to connect to the frequency within their mind. The Ascension Master Program on the website www.thepathtowoneness.com is designed to assist the soul in connecting to this frequency. The soul must overcome the fear factor, a tool used by Archangel Lucifer's army, which prevents the soul from their spiritual development. The conscious mind can only entertain one thought at a time. If the soul is thinking about a fear, then they cannot be thinking about their dreams, desires, and responsibilities. The soul's spinal column is an antenna. When the soul is happy and feeling good, most of the chromosomes in the spinal column vibrate and becomes activated, attracting universal forces to provide the life experience to facilitate the soul's dreams and desires. When the soul is thinking of fear, the chromosomes are barely activated and there is little vibratory signaling to attract the universal forces to facilitate their dreams and desires. The soul must develop their own wisdom based on their own learned life experiences and not believe what corrupt politicians and government officials, industrial executives, and self-proclaimed religious leaders dictate what is the truth. The biggest corrupt truth dictated to the souls in the spiritual training school is Jesus being the only Son of God who came to earth to remove the sins of souls. Jesus was a human who learned through wisdom in many of his incarnations. There's no such thing as sin. No one is born into this spiritual training school with sin. No one commits a sin if they do not attend religious services on a prescribed certain day and contributes 10% of the salary to support these organizations who proclaim men to be more important than women. Another word for sin is karma. Karma is created when a soul abuses any life form created by God and does not align the expression of their energies in accordance with universal laws for the good of all and the oneness of creation. The teachings that Jesus is the only Son of God is designed to prevent the soul from believing in their purpose in this spiritual training school, that all souls come here to learn they are God beings training to become co-creator gods. We know that each soul can use their conscious mind to create. We know that each soul can remove fears within seconds from their subconscious mind with a prayer to remove emotional parasites mentioned on the website. We know the soul can maintain a healthy body by regulating the alkaline acid ratio within their body. And we know the soul can protect itself from all of Archangel Lucifer's negative forces with a prayer of protection. So the question is, who is God? God is not a person. God is not a spiritual being. So what is God? God is an energy connected to each soul in every moment that monitors the soul's every intention. This God energy gives the soul a good feeling when the soul does a loving action towards another. This God energy also gives the soul an irritating feeling, like guilt, when the soul does an abusive action against another. If the soul's intention is selfish, abusive, judgmental, and corrupt, a life experience will be orchestrated to provide a learning lesson for the soul to correct their selfish intentions. If the soul's intention is loving, compassionate, uplifting, supporting of others, accepting others as they are, a life experience to facilitate the soul's dreams and desires will be orchestrated. God is an energy that ensures that all of his creations, developed in his image and likeness, are disciplining their intentions and aligned in accordance to universal laws of harmony, balance, order, and unity for the good of all and the oneness of creation. This spiritual training school is teaching each soul to become aware of their intentions and understanding the working of universal laws and the regulations of workings of creations. It is mandatory that the soul learns to connect to the guiding frequency in their mind, which will support the soul in their current spiritual path in this lifetime. A soul does not need to experience the birth, death, rebirth process if they first learn to discipline their intentions and express their energies in loving actions to support the good of all and the oneness of creation. Even saying all this, we tell you that we must acknowledge that these corrupt co-creator gods in training do not comprehend their purpose in this spiritual training school. They must wake up to the false teachings that are brainwashing our sisters and brothers by these corrupt officials. We must still accept the soul journey of these corrupt souls who are in the early stages of their spiritual development in this earth spiritual training school, as they are still our brothers and sisters in the oneness of creation. This is part of your soul training. We do not have to love the personality of these uneducated souls, but we must accept these souls as our sisters and brothers in this oneness of creation. God holds no animosity against any of these souls, regardless of their selfish actions, as the law of cause and effect will train these souls to learn from their selfish intentions. Much love and many blessings, the golden ones. Namaste.
La 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 la.